tonight we're gonna talk about something that that to me, it just popped up the other week, man. We was having a conversation. I oftentimes tell y'all, man, you know, people ask where you get these topics from all the time, Clarence. And I often tell you, hey, listen, you know, sometimes it may come from myself, sometimes it may come from things in your life, things that people send to me, questions, comments, stuff like that. And at the same time, you know, things that we all deal with, we just handle differently. So tonight, you know, one thing in particular that I think Pastor Dozier said a couple of weeks back was a phrase that I think we all deal with. Know somebody, whether it be family, friends, and whoever, somebody in your circle, and that's a professional pretender. A professional pretender. That to me, I think that as a person that deal with relationships, as an influencer, and as a coach of relationships and helping folks out with their situation, I think one of the main things that I see a lot of is pretending. I see a lot of people putting the front on, and you know, I was joking earlier with Pastor Dozier. His phrase is, you know, looking like, acting like, you know, just always having on a mask or having on an image that you putting on, you know, for whatever reason that may be. So we got to talk about it, because I think when it comes to relationships, a lot of people, Pastor Dozier, are presenting somebody who they're not truly, they're presenting someone who they truly aren't in public. In private, they totally different. And I know you know this, especially as a pastor, dealing with certain, you know, deep down secrets or things that people dealing with internally that out in the public, you know, people will feel embarrassed to admit, right? So all that being said, I think tonight we got to talk about it, man. Pastor Dozier, you got anything you wanted to chop it up, man? It's been
I think it's a great subject, because if we be honest tonight, if we be honest tonight, most relationships fail because somebody found out that somebody's pretending.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Darlene. What's happening?
Darlene, what's going on? Yeah, so I think that all relationships end, let me say that again, all of them end is because somewhere in the love cycle, somebody sniffed out a pretender.
Now, oftentimes, you talking about sniffed out, I think that people be revealed to be a pretender.
Revealed. Costume got hot. I believe that.
Absolutely. You say that all the time.
Yeah.
You know, eventually we all going to have to take our mask off, right? But what you actually see when that mask come off is the difference in when that mask come off, right? You know, we as men, we often talk about how when a woman reveals her, you know, issues or things that she dealing with, you know, hey, you know, I got example of a baby father that might be crazy, or I have a couple of situations I'm still working through, and I need you to be able to be understanding through that. All of these things, right off the bat. I'm just bringing up scenario. I'm just saying right off the bat, the expectation is for that woman to be able to, hey, let me take my man, let me show you, hey, who I'm dealing with, and you know, my expectation is for you to be able to be understanding of that. So I think the difference though is that as a man, we talked about it in the past weeks. If y'all were paying attention in some of the topics we talked about, can a man be honest with his lady, things like that. The expectation is for the man to be transparent, but we know as men that don't always work for us. Right. So now we have, you know, been labeled a certain type of way by women by not understanding, to me, how, you know, this whole system works, and why people feel they got to put this front up, why men may feel like they got to put a front up, and why women, I believe, put a front up in terms of being Stone Cold Steve Austin, bodyguard hard. I'm talking about like, man, listen, you can't get to them. You know what I mean? They built for tough out here. Yeah. But at the same time, I see women that have
soft in the middle.
Exactly.
Soft in the middle. Ooey gooey in the middle.
Come on, man. And there ain't nothing wrong with that, but I think that's an example of the professional pretender that everybody been so good at putting on, like Jesus say. Yeah. But then don't recognize that. So they come against that.
So what you're saying is so true. And ladies, I have to tell y'all right now, I've seen this happen numerous of times. If you're a lady out there and you are accepting some type of situationship, right? I tell every dude, she lying.
She who? The one.
Whoever the woman. I'm talking about women. So it's male translation. My perspective from men. Mm-hmm. Women say, just let me know what I'm getting myself into. I'm a big girl. I know what I'm doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Da, 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 da. If I want to deal with you and your baby mom, you in a situation right now, I know what I'm doing. Just don't lie to me. Da, da, da. Keep it real with me. Keep it 100 with me. Right. Then dude tell you, I can't really leave her, man. She's a good little thing, man, but I like you. I'm kicking with you, da 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 da. And then over time, the girl who said, I know you got to go home. I know you got to, like, the understanding girl ain't understanding.
So you really ain't
She pretended to understand.
Right.
She pretended to be understanding. She pretended to not be moody. She pretended to not have an attitude. It didn't come out of nowhere. So men out there, if you out there, please stop saying, man, she done turned crazy. No, she ain't turned crazy.
She been that way.
Been crazy.
But just was pretending.
Pretending to not be crazy. Pretending to be, sound and understanding. And I don't need trip. Like, amen. Like, every woman begin to say, arguing, like, not a chance. Like, I don't need to do that arguing. Like, I'm grown. I don't do arguing. Right? And in 5 minutes.
Once I make my mind up.
Yeah, like, I'm arguing. I don't need to do all that. You know what I mean? We grown. Like, I mean, that's so immature for a woman to be arguing all the time. Who wants to do that?
Right.
And in 5 minutes.
When feelings get into it, cuz.
Arguing. I'm telling you. So, ladies, please stop telling men, I understand I'm good. Tell them no today. Tell them the truth. I love women that say this. I'll tell you right now. I love hard. And when I start feeling insecurities, whatever, it shows. I might get angry. Well, just tell the truth.
Right.
Because being a professional pretender is going to make you, I can tell you, here's the nutshell. I'm going to give you all the closing of the show right now. Here it is. Professional pretenders, you end up playing yourself. You pretended it was going to work.
Right. My beef is that oftentimes I think both men and women look at each other like they the opposite one is pretending and they not. You know what I'm saying? That to me, I think, I'm saying that. Let's go ahead and bring some balance.
Don't cut it down.
Because the difference is, it ain't really a difference. It's just that as men, as a whole, we look at women like, oh, y'all friend, y'all always acting like this, da 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 da. It's so many women that say, hey, listen, you know what? This whole thing right now that's going on social media is this whole trend of women saying they want a high value man, right? They want a high earning
high quality man.
Not high quality.
Top 10.
High earning man. Whether 8% or whatever.
You want a classic man.
But at the same time, we know as men, they'll settle. When I say settle, I don't mean settle in a bad way. I mean that, hey, listen, if a man is high character without being a high earner, they'll settle for that. But to me, I think the up front is, hey, listen, I want to see what you bring to the table. And that, to me, I think is one of the things the biggest thing men is worried about is the fact that women are pretending and saying, what?
So I got a question. I got a question for you, and I got a question for Facebook. Off the record here. Who's the best professional pretender? Who do it better? Who pretends the best? I'm asking, listen, everybody, here's the question.
We do.
Who pretends the best? Who's the most successful, the best professional pretender? Is it women or men? I'm asking the question.
No, you know what I said.
Is it men or ladies? Y'all let me know who's the best. Let's just be real now.
I think women.
Who's the best professional pretender?
Women.
And when I say best, I mean you don't really know they pretended.
Women. Most effective. I think that we're more consistent.
Claire's answer is women.
I say women. Let me give you my context to my because I feel like, hey, listen, when it comes to who's better at it, who know how to do it better, who know how to be done manipulated and fooled you with put that wool over your eyes to really make you think something that it'd be something totally different. How many times you had a woman tell you, "Nah, I'm good. I ain't mad." Remember the clip we talked about the other day where the woman kicked straight
Tell me.
I'm
not gonna get mad. I'm not gonna get mad.
Man,
yeah, we were referring to a clip we saw. The guy like, you want me to tell you? Tell me the truth. I promise I don't get mad. Just tell me the truth.
He like,
and he said, okay, I did. She kicked him in the chest.
She Thanos kicked him.
Yeah.
What was it?
So the question is, I see a few answers. Oh, the other side wanted the women. She said, I say women. Yeah, women. Wow, y'all all saying women. Y'all admit this.
And I'm glad that we have some women of ethics, of integrity on the show, because I feel like that women they are more effective at it. They are more able to.
So why? So I got questions tonight.
My beef is that
I got questions.
Do it so bad.
We talking about professional pretenders, and why is the rep that a man gonna be a man, and a man gonna always lie when women are admitting we pretend.
Right. We lie.
We lied in the beginning. Ladies, help me understand, is there a reason why? Because from a male translation perspective, I've been trained to think we know good. Man, just tell the truth. Keep it real with her, dog. Be honest with her. And here I am now 2021, black love. I'm hearing for the first time women saying, I ain't gonna lie, yeah, we pretend the best. Whoa! Why they ain't putting this on the page? Somebody post that. I bet you ain't nobody gonna post that.
So let's go into how I think women pretend, and I think that we as men have a lot of issue with it. One being this.
Women. Now they say women.
Exactly, because we already know what time it is.
Wow, ladies, y'all keeping it true.
Let me see. Jeff. I hope Jeff over here. I mean, I think I might have seen John.
Any man? Yeah.
Here you go the thing, right? A lot of times men have issue with or question with moving forward in the marriage, jumping that broom because they feel like, hey, it's gonna change, man. Listen,
she gonna change.
The old stuff, you say the old cats back in the day used to say, hey, listen, dog. All that good loving you get, all that attention, all that consistency, all that frequency, that's gonna slow down once you jump the broom. Yeah. And for the women, they hate for men to tell men that aren't married stuff like that and stories like that. Because to me, it's the fact that it's like it will be different. I will have a different way of living now that I know that I've secured you as my husband. And my thing is that I think that's one beef I've had with women where it's like this issue, like, listen, look, everything gonna be good, don't worry about it, but the things that change are not spoken about for the women in the beginning. It's not, it's not, you know what I mean?
Right. And I kind of agree with Natalie. Natalie on here saying insecurity on both sides. So, is it true that men are not great professional pretenders because we don't pretend good at having insecurities? Is that what it is?
Right.
Reason I'm saying I believe that insecurities is a reason why people pretend, because you don't want to meet a person and begin and say, I get crazy when you don't call me back. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I drive to people's houses and I'm in the bush. Like, I don't think people want to admit, man, if you don't respond like I want to, I might trip.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying, I think the insecurities, I don't think men like to admit in the beginning, like, I'm crazy. I wonder if you like what I look like too. Men be like, girl, you look the same. But most men don't say, man, I kind of want this is a new shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if men in the beginning are open enough about, hey, we wonder if she liking me too. Like, I think the man he's pretending to not care about stuff like that in the very beginning. So my question is, back to my first question. We already know who pretend most is women. I'm asking why. Why you think women pretend? I think women, she said insecurities, but I thought women would be like honest and just tell me. So why y'all pretending?
Y'all tell me if I'm wrong, ladies, but I'm thinking this is just my guess. It's a defense mechanism?
Defense mechanism. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I'm pretending because I don't want to be hurt, so I'm going to pretend that I can take it?
Right.
Help me, ladies, that sounds, could I just say something so key? Why I'm so understanding, I'm so cool, I'm laid back, I don't like to argue. And the truth is, you're the exact opposite.
You said something the other day, we had the boys, we had the pull-up boys, man, we doing that at the church every month, man, for our young men from 13 to 18 to teach them, essential men skills, learning how to change a tie, change a tie, learning about women, learning about girls, learning about money and resources, right? And you said something to them. We were talking about honesty, and what you said was, all I do is what? Buy you a
little more time,
a little bit more time.
That's it.
And I think when women do pretend, it's because, like I said, that defense mechanism. Because I need to buy myself a little more time to see if this dude is worth it, right? And so, like I said, first it just starts off as I don't want to be hurt.
Right.
I put myself out there too much, too soon. To where now I get taken advantage of. So instead of that, I'm going to just front like I don't need nothing. I'm good. I don't want nothing.
Don't matter.
Exactly.
So I kind of agree with this. And I like Darlene comment a little bit, but I want to understand. So Darlene, you say sometimes you do it to protect our man's feelings. So you're pretending to protect him? I'm lost.
I don't get
Help me understand that. What now is saying? Fear rejection, we also have a perception of self that we live up to, even if it's not our own true self. So that's my question. My question is, how you protecting a man by pretending? Are you trying to say, like, he might have something little and you don't want to say nothing, so you take it and tell him it's good? I want to know.
Right. Now,
ladies, tell me why you pretending.
What Natalie said, though, I think that it sometimes is the opposite. I don't think it's so much an internal person or a woman feeling like, hey, listen, how she feel on her inside or what she truly believes of herself. A lot of times as men, we witness so many times how a woman switch up in public from what she may perceive, what she may be privately. So you could be talking to a woman and it be seeming like things are heading in a certain direction privately, and then when you get in public, it's like, see, listen, I ain't like that. I don't do that. Like you said, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
think sometimes society or your peers got a lot to do with it.
This is making me cut to a real question. Now, this is an off the record question, but I want to know this, ladies. Just to be honest, I'm so glad I'm out of the game now. Ladies who have sexual relations with a man, and all of a sudden it's great, but then when y'all ain't together no more, it ain't about nothing. Is this just a defense mechanism that, hey, you're insecure, you trying to hit them where it hurt? Or do ladies really pretend like that sexually?
Right.
Because men don't care.
Right.
You can be garbage, she gonna come back through the house. Listen, the sex ain't gotta be about done. He come back through.
Good. Listen,
he gonna turn it down like that.
Opportunities ain't always present like that.
But do women really pretend in the beginning? Got a man feel like he the man?
Mm-hmm. That's the key right.
Ladies, please tell me that ain't happening no more. Tell me that was back in the 90s and that's no longer happening. Tell me that. Like, ladies, are y'all really pretending out here like that?
Because, bro, when she sell out,
she been selling out. It's coming from a real place.
90% of men, but yeah, whatever. You weren't saying that, Now, when you go back in the car,
he was saying, man, I'm saying, he looked back at it like man,
she tripping, man. What up, man?
Yeah, man. Ladies, please tell me that stopped. Tell me that we got a different generation of ladies of integrity that don't pretend. Mm-hmm. I heard about this stuff back in the 90s, like, she faking it. She just let it, you know, she can. I mean, I want to know. Tell me that's not happening. I understand to pretend in the beginning to cover your insecurities, We're talking about enjoying a sexual moment with the guy that you love. It's fake. Tell me that's not happening no more. Absolutely. I just need to hear no. I need to hear no. We don't do that. We don't pretend in that area no more. Let's go to the next subject. I just want to know because to me. Every time some break, it'll be like, you ain't, and that little, and you don't really.
I'm gonna let you know that the answer is yeah, you ain't gonna get no no's. Yes, it does happen like that. I think that it don't matter. You said this the other day, listen,
sometimes men are sensitive.
I reference you a lot, of course.
Right.
And when we were talking about when you were doing something about butt naked. It's so many relationships where a person is with another person, it could be years.
Yeah. And
like you said, I still didn't know that, something happened to you when you was 12 and, your uncle came and mistreated you or, touched on that. Oh, I still didn't know that, hey, listen, you had an accident when you...
But I could take those personal things as like deep down in your roots. I'm telling my man, we both having a real moment today. Mm-hmm. Like, you ain't gonna favor me today naked. Like, to me, that's cold. Man giving you his all. He swear he giving you his all, man. He eating another Gatorade. Like, and you just... But then she said, hey, you got to protect people's feelings.
No, I think that, man, listen.
The topic is professional pretenders. We're saying right now that we're praying that, hey, ladies don't pretend sexually.
No, that's game. That's game. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, a woman may feel like, women so strategic. They listen. When it comes to their assessment of risk and
they're
reward,
professional.
You know what I mean? They weighing profit, loss, deficit, surplus, all of this, all in the moment that ain't got nothing to do with money. Why I say that, Pastor? When you talk about, hey, listen, we talk about sexually, she looking at it like, okay, what do I lose if I'm honest about how I feel about how this transpired? If she come out,
looking at it as, listen, it's all a transaction.
Right. Now, and everything transactional based on what I get behind it. If I do this, then that leads it. Right. Now, only
if I kill him now, then what? Like,
exactly.
you said, okay.
Now, plenty of women.
All right, ladies, is it any truth in this? This is good stuff. This real G stuff.
When it comes down to the end, when y'all do break up and whatnot, now all the feelings get spilled out and your emotions running high, running.
It ain't about nothing.
Right.
That little chipmunk stuff you doing. I told you, ladies, that little chipmunk stuff you had going.
They call it the chicken nugget now.
What?
You had the chicken.
What's called the chicken nugget?
I saw it. Post other
nah.
Yeah, I don't know that little chicken nugget.
Wow.
So that to me. I said this before. We had a conversation. This is years back, and I said that most of the times, especially when you're early on dating, you don't get the truth until that person mad when y'all about to break up. You said to me that no, what if when y'all get that moment and the lie come up still? I said most of the time that's not. In a situation like this, that chicken nugget gonna come up when it's flaming hot in the situation and it seemed like a breakup is imminent. So to me, I think that that's when the true story gonna come out. That's why you got buddy riding home in the car, just like whatever.
Now they say like, facts, Clarence. She's saying you all facts. We do weigh our options out, weigh the risk. I'm saying, so I'm gonna tell you right now, ladies, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm blowing the whistle on you. You dead wrong. You dead wrong, because let me tell you why. Because ultimately, you say you want real love, you never gonna get nothing real when you pretending.
Listen.
You're not gonna get. I'm telling you, dead wrong. And the same guy you faking it on, don't be surprised that same pretend come back is never right. All pretending to me is flawed. Ain't no future in front.
Fact.
Ain't no future.
That's a fact.
I believe that.
We Bucks just made it to the Super Bowl, and in that game on Sunday, there was plenty of audibles called.
Oh yeah.
There was plenty of times Tom Brady said, you know what? I see that mic is hot.
Yeah.
You know that linebacker. He look like he's trying to disguise a blitz. I see that. And women do the same thing. They say, okay, well listen, everything going good, but this right here is off. But you know what? Let me call the audible. I'm not finna be so forward and up front with this dude.
And I don't switch it up.
Exactly. Especially if a dude got certain things going on, they feel like, okay, well I'm not gonna have this if I'm just so truthful and honest about this situation. I'm telling you, women, they strategic. It's all about strategy. It's all about getting from being
let me ask
chest, not chest.
Let me ask you this question. We ain't talking about sex no more. Mm-hmm. So we know that ladies now are professional pretenders, even sexually. Now I'm asking, do people still pretend about money? Like people still front about caring about it, or even having it?
No question. That's not even a question. Absolutely, because that's one of the main things, especially for a woman. It's like I said, that's why the audible get called. If
brother say it ain't even no question.
Not even a question. If bruh doing something well, if he has a level of security, that right there, we already established that last week. That when it comes to what a man bring to the table is, what do you bring to the table first, and based upon that, then I'll see if I get to know what I need to do and how I need to call my plays.
Dead wrong.
You see what I'm saying? It's
dead wrong. It's all wrong, ladies. It's all wrong.
But is it truthful? Is it factual? Do you know that? Do you feel like that go on?
I don't believe every woman that's looking for love worrying about that check first. I think they pretended to have some security in other areas like financial, but in their heart, they really want love. That's me. Because I done seen women be the broke Negro.
Yeah, but you also see women that the hide they do until it's bring out season, until it's time to bring them out. Am I right or wrong?
Till she get that polo that she like on him and dress him up.
Is that not pretending? You stay coming through the ministry. It seems like you solo dolo, but then social media, it seems like, you know what I mean? And then it seems like, well, how come you don't expose?
Good question. Ladies, if you're not pretending, why you wait so long to bring them out?
Right. If dude ain't of a certain quality, he ain't cut a certain cloth yet.
Yeah. Why you wait so long to bring them out?
Good question. You see what I'm saying? So to me, it's so many different sides to this. Because again, we all got a level of pretend over our life to a certain degree. Even if it just be friends and family. In this case, relationships. A lot of times, the women they have a motive that says, okay, well, if I do this, this gonna lead to this, and this gonna allow me to secure what I'm looking for. And that to me is the biggest thing. That to me is the biggest reason why you got that pretender spirit over these relationships. You women, I can hear women probably typing out, talk about how as men we pretend to get the booty. We pretend that to have sex and da. And it's we can talk about both till the cows come home.
Well, I do think ladies, I ain't gonna lie. I do think men pretend to a certain degree because they're not sure if you will like them with A, B, and C. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if that's pretending or it's just putting it off. Pretending, though, to me is more putting on another personality, another character. And I think ladies do that really well. I do understand. I do love you. I am sweet. Like, I don't know men can do it that good.
And put off, because then the same crazy that you talking about, the woman won't expose and won't put herself out there to say, hey, listen, I get like this. It's the same put off that when we 6 months in, and I'm thinking about really truly considering moving in, or we finna move,
we finna tighten up.
And all of a sudden it's like, nah, Why you ain't text me last night when I was on the way home? You ain't just want to check to make sure I was okay?
Ladies, that's it. Why you don't admit that you crazy? Has any woman ever told the truth and says, guess what? I'm not lying. I tripped with my man when he ain't right or whatever. Like, I never heard that before.
No.
Nobody ever say, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to be in love, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't really here to play no game. Or no woman ever admits. Women always want to talk about what a man does. I never heard a woman say, maybe we got to step up and start asking questions.
Absolutely.
Hey, have you ever busted one out the car before? You ever flattened a tire? Mm-hmm. Have you ever cussed a nigga right in front of his mama? Let's ask some real questions.
You seen the lady who set the car on fire and almost blew her whole face off?
What? Gas, everything. She trying to set it off.
And she got right up and let me get off and get on up the road. And I'm like, that's certified crazy for you to blow half. You done blew your eyebrows off, your eyelashes off, and for you to just, let me pack them and get my stuff and go. Like, that's certified crazy. And it's a lot of women who will go to that extent if it called for it, if it got to that level.
Thank you. Tamika bringing it up. She said, listen, as long as until she want to be herself, makeup, lashes, hair, all that stuff. And that's so true. Because we live in a society where every woman's seeking to be prettier and better and gotta have the right guy. That's why y'all ladies don't bring the man out. That's why you don't even post him online. Mm-hmm. I heard somebody today, because I heard today National Spousal Love Day or something, right? Whatever it is, right? Somebody posted, I want to let y'all know our first post. We going back to when we first showed ourselves, like, this is our come out party. Like, we posted together. I went ahead and told everybody, like, this is my man. And I'm saying, you can't celebrate that. You can't celebrate the day you brought him out.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, we was kicking it before now, but this was the day I stopped pretending.
Mm-hmm. Maybe
I brought him out.
The birth of our social media, like, coming together. Like,
that's crazy. Y'all got a social media birthday. A social media anniversary.
It's trifling, but that's what I'm saying. Why
this is my social media anniversary. The day we brought out. I brought you out last year today.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we've been together since, November 2019.
Like how we was going back and forth. I was telling you, saying I wanted you to cut your hair, or I wanted you to, at least clean up.
Yeah. You told me don't put my eyelashes on because you don't like that. I look like an owl.
Right. You said you like a natural, and I ain't really like that. Like, I like to wear my hairs and, put on my different stuff. You see that?
Yeah.
To me.
So I agree. Let me say this right quick. I ain't got a problem with a woman trying to look as best as she can look. Mm-hmm. But if all that stuff, hair, makeup stuff, makes you more of a pretender, shut it all down. No question. I'm rocking with Tamika. I'm checking you off, Sister Tamika. We making you a deaconess tonight. You are what we talking about. If all that stuff finna change you, what you gonna do is lose the person that really love you. And then now, she gonna feel insecure when she ain't got her eyelashes on, her hat on, or whatever. She ain't right, because at the end of the day, she been pretending to be okay in her own skin.
Exactly. And my beef for that, what we talked about before, plenty of podcasts, is how a man attracted to a woman who's confident, and all of a sudden, when we get in a relationship, everything is based on how I feel. Your confident meter is only based upon how many compliments I gave you, how many times I.
You don't compliment me. You don't appreciate me. So,
listen, you know how you have certain women in a relationship and married, got somebody that love them, say, I commit my life to you, and still in their mind, they're like, I still need to go to Dr. Miami. I still want to get my booty done. Like, I understand that you my husband, but, like, you knew when I met you, like, I wanted to get my booty done.
And so you pretending to be happy with a guy, and the guy said, I love you like you are.
Bro. Every day. It's happening every day. It's still like, I want to do a fat transfer. I want to
go from here to here, put it here. I want to do this right here. And I really don't like my cheekbones. Like, my cheekbones, like, I don't want to my face. Like, and I just really want to do something different. And it's all pretended. And the guy done fell in love with you. Ladies, here's the bad news. The guy done fell in love with you, coming out the house looking like you are. He done turned his card in, cut off other women to be with you, and you don't like you.
Right.
You are a professional pretender.
That's crazy.
We came here tonight to tell you you're a professional pretender. And let me take it a step further. For you married women who got the man, say all I want to do is be with you, and the man stopped everything, he just want to be with you, you ain't got to make more money, you ain't got to lose weight, he love you right now. And you saying, man, I just thought by now we'll be doing so much better. You pretended to just want him.
To love him for who he was.
Nah, if he don't come with a trip, he don't come with a bag for the next birthday, hey, you going to have issues. I know man right now, man, strong guy, man, need a new pair of drawers. He's saving money on the low because he know Valentine's Day coming up and he got to come up with something.
Yeah.
He gotta come up with something. And you can't pretend, baby, I love you now, baby. Come on, it's just us. We just me. You can spend a little time together tonight. That's all that matters. Come on, we're not kids. I'm telling you, if you're a guy today, she lying. If you're a man, she lying to you. She's pretending to tell you. You know how many times I done went through that whole, it's okay, it don't matter, baby. We just love each other. It's not a big deal. It is a big deal. She lying. It's a big deal.
I thought you would at least like.
Right. I just thought you'd do something. You weren't going to do nothing. I know I said I didn't want nothing big, but like, I mean, who doesn't do anything?
Like, what kind of man would just not get anything? Because I might have said it, but
craziest time of my life. Let me tell y'all a crazy story. Watch this. One day I'm married. Me and Tina newly married. Right? True story, y'all. I said, man, you want something to eat? This a long time ago. It's probably 7 years ago, 6 years ago. And I said, you want something? He says, nah, I don't really want none. I just ain't home right now. Da 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 da. Then you said, no, just give me a little burger, whatever. That's it. So true story. I never forget this. Just I go to the street, blah, blah, blah. It was late night. Went to Checkers. Went to Checkers, got Checkers, da, da, da. Got the food, got it for it, you know what I'm saying? You good, you just got your drink on, you want the iced tea, you know what I'm saying? You want to get a cup, da, da, da. I got you set up. Got it set up. I come to, we watching the movie, so I'm eating, and I never get this. It got quiet in the room, and this is what I hear. I'm sorry, I got black and white. My wife says, who just sit there and eat all the fries? Right? I'm saying, you're kidding me. Who just, I mean, you just gonna sit there and eat all the fries?
Like all the fries.
Like all the fries I ordered?
For you.
You said you didn't want any.
I mean,
and you watch, look to the extent, you that much of a professional pretender that you just want to say you want fries.
Right. You pretending like you
too good. You ain't that hungry. But you ain't all like you just eat all the fries. Like you understand? She said like you ate them all. Like, you ain't supposed to do that. That's crazy. Right. All I'm trying to tell y'all is, ladies, we gotta stop it. You gotta stop pretending that well.
Stop pretending that you ain't hungry.
You starving.
I ain't like that.
And stop pretending, oh, I don't want nothing. You do.
And you over there counting my fries and acting like you don't want nothing, but then
pretending, man.
When I down.
I mean, I'll never get it. I can't believe that. What? I thought you started something on TV. We just sit there and eat all the fries.
Listen.
That's crazy, cuz. To this day, I always say that is the nuttiest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I gotta go back to something that you talked about, right? Well, basically, listen, men, we want women to love us because of, and women sometimes feel like they love us in spite of.
And that's hurtful to a man.
You see what I'm saying? We looking to say, hey,
I love you, baby, because of who you are, just who you are to me.
And you got the same woman that look at you.
I love you in spite of the fact that you ain't got nothing, and I know you. I mean, we can't. In spite of that, I still love you. Like you ain't even. You took me around the world.
So you gave me. You married me out of pity. You decided to say yes out of pity because I mean, you know, I guess he ain't who he gonna get if I don't marry. Like really? Men say, hey, listen, I want my woman to love me because of
what?
Not in spite of her.
Listen to me, Tamika. Listen, Deacon short. Tamika say, you know what a real love is? Get that house, them lights, that water running. That's a gift. That's why I can tell right now when you got a seasoned woman in love, because a seasoned woman in love, I already know. Tamika ain't lying. A real gift is, I took care of all that. What you mean? All you took, I took all of them. What? That's sexy to a seasoned woman in love. When a woman over about 30, 35, I can tell Tamika, you ain't got to tell me your age. Just tell me if you over 30, 35. You got to be about over 35. Because when you get over 35, we ain't getting evicted. We ain't got to move. It's sexy. We ain't behind on our bills. It's sexy. And I'm so glad Tamika's not pretending. Because most women act like it's about the trip. The trip helps. But a real woman down to it, I mean, take care of everything. We ain't got to move.
But I think, I'm asking you a question. Do you think today women don't want to be vulnerable no more? We express this about men, but I ask that because when you think about this whole front, I think it's like women nowadays feel like I gotta be so strong, I gotta be so solid, I gotta be able to do it myself without any help and this and that and third. I'm showing weakness if I'm asking for a man help, huh?
She makes such 42. Go ahead.
And I think that a lot of women are saying to themselves that, hey, I don't want to be the one to put myself out there in a vulnerable position.
Right.
Too many times. But I think that a lot of women who are winning in relationships are the same women who say, hey, listen, I know I ain't got it all figured out. I know I got some issues I'm trying to work through.
Right.
Like, I'm willing to be able to work with somebody who's willing to work with me. But the women who be like, nah, forget that. You gonna get this. And I think that masculine energy, you say it a lot. A man don't want to date a man.
He don't want a man.
A man don't want no man. So when you present that masculine energy like that, and you don't give him a place to step into a role as a man, then it's like you killing yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That to me, I think is one of the things that women don't really think about.
What Clarence is saying is true. So ladies out here who pretend to be G, hard, I'm my own woman, don't worry about me, I can do bad all by myself. The man don't want that.
Right. He like, okay, cool.
Just be the soft-spoken, loving woman that you really are.
And wanna be.
How
many times you say how a woman is so much happier when she in a relationship?
When she in a better relationship. And so happens, oh man, one bad person did this, and now you gotta pretend like you don't care. I'm good. I do not need no man. I'm working on me. But that's not what you want.
Mm-hmm.
You want love. You want somebody to do life with. You want somebody to. I told you I had a lady cry for me almost for an hour and a half, and I hope I'm not being offended to her about an hour and a half. Because she's like, man, I done went a whole year and a half, almost 2 years, and nobody even called my phone.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm saying, remember these moments when you meet somebody, you bring the list back out.
Right.
that sometimes the most intimate things is somebody to care, check on you, talk to you. Like, that's a big deal.
Right.
So don't pull out this, oh my God, he's a little too short for me. I want a man at least 5 6 foot. Like, that's crazy.
And I think that we had this discussion, right, with whole 2020, talking about how the pandemic is really changing the relationship with people throwing away their list, or are they making their list even longer, saying if you are going to come into my life now, you better for sure have X, Y, and Z, A, B, and C before I even consider, especially with all the risk that it is to get into something with somebody that you don't know, right? You don't know what they been, all that pandemic stuff, and you don't know how that's going to work out. So to me, it's like, I don't know right now if this whole pretender spirit has grown stronger during this pandemic because people feel like the list has gotten longer, or, that's a change of heart.
Yeah, I agree. Point is tonight, ladies, people pretend way too much. And sometimes people pretend that they don't have a list. Mm-hmm. I think that's professional. And some people pretend that their list is most important, and the truth of the matter is love. Now, I'm not wrong. I'm not going to tell anybody. I think every woman, of course, I'm screaming Jesus, so I think every woman got to have a godly standard that's not materialistic and it's not based upon what he looked like, what she looked like. She better have a good booty. What happens when you get sick? Mm-hmm. And now you want a big booty, nigga, you done got cancer. Right. Now you need someone to take care of you and love you with your crate. So I just personally think that the standard has to change. We got to be better with not pretending that we really want love. That's what it's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about love.
The biggest thing. I think it's the biggest lie. Do you really want love, or do you really want a paycheck? Do you really want a meal ticket? And I know women will say, hey, well, do you really want a wife? Or do they really want, a porn star? Or do they really want a stripper? Or do they really, what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard of that.
IG model. The point, though, is I think the difference is that right now, why I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do in this space is, the reason is because, like you said, too many people, both on men, you got influencers as men, you got influencers as women. Everybody talking about the same thing: how to go against the other, how do you win and really manipulate the other one to your benefit. You got men that's really coming up and really trying to teach other men how to get women, not how to stay in a relationship and how to make it work as a man, how to step into that, be a leader, it's just how you pull them, dog. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing on women. Oh, how you get them to get them to buy you that Birkin, girl. How you get them to girl. You know what I'm saying? Right. And I think that's where the whole relationship thing is being skewed, because everybody pretending that they really want love, but it's a manipulation because I really want to get you to do what I want.
I think it do take a certain level of maturity to say, hey, man, I'm through pretending. Deaconess Tamika Shaw is already down. To me, fall to 2, she don't play them kind of game. We already know she done already cleared up. And guess what? I want lights on.
Right.
Water bill taken care of. But you got a lot of women who want that and some. So if the guy doesn't complete the rest of the list, then they cease to be great. And so I'm saying women, sometimes I think,
but that could be misconstrued in a man's mind. Is it she's saying, hey, love don't pay the bill, and you put the lights on, and that's what that's what I feel like the standard of a man is.
But I'm saying I can appreciate someone not pretending. Like, hey, these things are important to me. I'm too old, not old in age, but too mature in status to go around playing like these things don't matter. I can appreciate that because that's not pretending. Someone meet together, oh, it don't matter, man. I don't care about all that stuff. Like, that's all like nothing. Like, come on, I appreciate the woman who says, hey, don't lie to me. I tell men and friends sometimes all the time, hey, listen, man, I give you anything, but don't take nothing. Mm-hmm. Don't take nothing from me. Now you know what I mean. Like anybody know I give you anything I give you, but don't stick. Like I'm trying to set a standard, saying I ain't gonna be able to deal with it.
Right.
You know what I mean. So that's just different. So I'm just saying I'm okay with. I'm just attracted to truth. So when people be honest and it's sincere, I can take that.
So my question is, ladies, why do women hold on to that lie at all costs? That lie being that I'm good. I don't need nothing. I don't want anything.
Right.
I don't want a companion. I don't want to have that shoulder to cry on.
And be willing to take it to the grave when you know you broken.
Like to me, like it's okay. Especially as a counselor, as a coach, it's okay. And you hear people break down. They need that release, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing shameful. It's nothing wrong with you saying, "Hey, I need to release these things." When you talk about weight and carrying that weight, how we all are carrying a weight on us that we need to take off of us. So I'm saying to myself, why, ladies? I'm asking you, and I'm asking you, Pastor Dozier, why do women carry that lie at all costs?
Yeah.
Knowing that really goes against everything they're trying to really do.
Well, because I think most people carry lies because there's another wall behind the lie where there's a whole lot of embarrassment and they never want to try to remind themselves or even think about how low they've gotten. Sometimes a lady get with a crazy guy and you never want to admit how stupid you was, some of the stuff you went for. So now you pretend to not be that gullible or vulnerable. But I always tell every woman, you can't lose your mind over who you was with because you're gonna need your mind for the guy that's coming. Right. You can't. You are better when you're loving somebody. So just because somebody else didn't see the value of who you was, you don't change who you are. You don't start pretending like, nah, it don't matter.
Mm-hmm. And that to me is the biggest thing, because like we man, how many times we done covered over 100, 200 topics and talking about how when you're younger, a lot of times you're gonna make those mistakes, just growing pains. Yeah. You know what I mean? But now when you are 30, 35, 40, whatever the case is,
right.
Why is it that you hold on to those mistakes like, man, that was just so, you know what?
Right.
Like in your mind, you didn't make certain mistakes yourself that you could rectify and fix, and now when you get to the stage, it's like I'm not even open to anything no more. You know what I mean? I remind me of your mom when you say, "Hey, listen, one dude cut her. After that, it was
done deal." And that's another thing. Here's the word for somebody today. I'm speaking to some woman today. Stop pretending you want to stay in the foolishness that you're in. You pretending. You're pretending because you're holding on because you're naive. Mm-hmm. You got caught up. I was caught up in physical attraction. Whatever it was, you got caught up. And now you're pretending that this relationship with you ain't got a future. And it don't. And you know it. And you watching this tonight, knowing what I'm saying is true. The problem is, you done got professional at pretending. Mm-hmm. You used to be telling, man, I don't know if I'm going to deal with this. Now you almost holding on to somebody like a job till you find another one or till something else work out. And I'm telling you, pretending, and there's no future in that. Best thing for you to do is tell the truth and say, guess what? Hey, I ain't happy. I need to make the best decision and move on. We wasting each other time, pretending like we going somewhere. Mm-hmm. So I just spoke to somebody.
Now all of a sudden, a kid done fell into the picture all through the pretending.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like this the same thing that happened.
And now the kid got to pretend you gonna be there. Mm-hmm. They gonna be there, and it's all bad. And the best thing you can do for yourself, the best thing you can do for yourself, because I tell you right now, you're gonna look back at this year, this moment, and say, man, what was I thinking? Why didn't I make a move? Why did I do it? Why did I get that comfortable with being a professional pretender? And I heard Clarence and Pastor Dozier on Male Translation. I never made a move. Just know tonight was the night. We said, ain't no future
in front.
No future in front.
That to me, I think that is one of the things that is attractive. Like you said, being attracted to truth. As a man, you have certain men that, listen, we know that we can accept way more in the beginning, and especially when it comes to women, than women can accept the men. When it comes to, hey, listen, I got a couple kids, or I got a certain situation, or I got this going on, I'm still in between. Like, a lot of those things a man can deal with if a woman can be honest enough to say, hey, Aisha, this is what my situation is. Right.
Clarence just said, Aisha just did. Aisha just said, hey, I lost my husband in October, and the stuff I missed the most, money can't do nothing about it. Man, that's real. Now, here's the problem. From this moment on, Aisha, you're going to be a better woman. Mm-hmm. You ain't got to worry about it because whoever the guy is, he's going to be great because guess what? Now you value truth. And that's the problem in our world, man. That's my problem with all this, Snapchat. This somebody told me about Clubhouse, Patty Nigga, and all that. I don't want to put on. Right. I'm a real person. So that doesn't mean I don't love people. It doesn't mean I don't love God. It just means I ain't gonna pretend to like all of this stuff.
Mm-hmm. When I don't.
And I don't have the time. Now, here's my point. That doesn't mean that takes away. So I tell women all the time, man, you win when you tell a guy, listen, you ain't never gonna get a woman that can love you like I can because I love her, but I don't do well with lies. Mm-hmm. Just be honest.
Right.
And stop all of this, pretend like, no, I'm a confident girl, I do my thing, Then the guy meets you, and everybody says, you like what I got on, you like my dress, all he come in the room and...
What was that?
I don't know what it was. I saw something here fell on your phone.
But you was, I'm good. I don't trip on that.
Just tell the truth. Man, I'm really insecure. And when your phone rings...
And you don't answer it.
It just makes me feel like it's somebody else, even though you're here with me, and I go crazy, and I'm not strong the way that I portray to be.
Right.
I'm pretending to not be insecure. Mm-hmm. And yes, I would love to see your Facebook account. Yes, I would love to see who owns. Like, just tell the truth.
Right.
Because the guy might say, hey man, he may tell you the truth too. I hate insecure people.
Mm-hmm. But if it bothers you that bad,
right?
You see what I'm saying?
You that bad. I'm saying you get so much further along. You can save years of pain by being honest.
Right? Because all that lie do is
give you a little more time.
Just a little bit more time. That's all it do. That's all that lie does.
You gotta let that go. You gotta let it go. And it's okay. Let me give you the good news. It's okay to recognize, you'll be the first lady, I don't say you'll be the first lady, but you'll be one of the few ladies that do it early. Most ladies gotta wait till it's too bad, then they say, I'm through pretending. Mm-hmm. I think I better let it go.
Right. I tried to let it slide. You go to stutter.
I tried.
Yeah. I tried to be a good one. I tried.
Right. And the reason why we're talking about this, because if anybody on here has been in a real deep relationship, and Aisha, we thank you for being honest, with pretending, man, the pain hurts because how long did I think I was going to do that? Mm-hmm. Every woman's biggest pain was, man, why did I front like we had a future? We didn't.
Because like I said,
I'm encouraging y'all tonight.
You're trying to buy yourself a little bit more time.
And here's the other side. To buy yourself a stop line. Let's say you really flat out love somebody and you don't know how and why you feel like this. Don't pretend. Mm-hmm. So me and my wife got married at a time where everything was a little shaky, but I knew what I wanted. I ain't have to be ready because I gotta wait till everything work out ready. Nah, I just don't want to pretend that this is important to me. Sometimes that's the best step you gotta do. You just gotta make a move.
Right.
Now we're talking about faith. Step out on faith. Stop pretending.
Wow.
So, tonight, this is good because, first of all, ladies, y'all killed me, hurt my feelings, and every other man I got to talk to for here now, that y'all still pretending and lying about sexual activity. That's tough. Number two, you pretending about caring about money, and you do. And this is a problem because I thought that the most important thing was love.
Love don't pay the bill, Pastor. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My mom used to say, "Hey, well, love."
Y'all heard Aisha.
Then we gonna end it on this question, Pastor Dozier. Why?
Whoa!
What happened?
You done jumped in there. Aisha done brought something up. Leave it alone now.
Teach me to destroy the true essence of love and the ability to live our truth. Hey, listen, that's good.
Nah, because it used to be social media was a distraction. It's a way of life now. People don't even watch TV no more. They watching whatever on social media. Mm-hmm. They screen it to the TV. We watch YouTube with it. Who watches TV?
Right.
It's social media. We mirroring everything.
Right.
Let's check this out.
So here's my question. My question is, why is the risk so great to change for the better? Why is it so risky? Why do we seem to see it to be such a huge
Telling the truth is a risk. It is. Telling the truth is a risk. Because what happens when you tell the truth, you kill somebody's dream of your pretending future. Mm-hmm. So let me say it again. Telling the truth is risky because you kill somebody's dream of your pretending future. That means you painted a picture, and if you ever tell them the truth, Listen, your Picasso turns into garbage in seconds.
Right.
When you say, "Hey, listen, I gotta be honest with you."
These watercolors, this ain't war paint. I just made it look.
Yeah. So I'm saying the risk with telling the truth is, man, I may kill our opportunity for what it could have been, but at least we told the truth and we stopped wasting each other's time. I think people will respect the truth more than dragging people along, pretending that you like something and hoping they change and praying they change and trying to make them change and they don't like it. You know what I'm saying? It's just the truth. So my wife have a secret love for like an Old Navy kind of looking guy. Okay. I ain't never gonna be that dude.
You talking about Abercrombie fit?
Abercrombie, like I'm never gonna be that dude. Like you don't even try no other things. I don't. I like what I like. Nah, my wife's different. She's into fashion. My wife will try anything. Right. She'll try. I might try this hairstyle. I might try this. My wife gonna try it. Mm-hmm. She into fashion like that. I'm not. You already know what I'm wearing. You know what kind of shoes I want. Adidas. So let's not play about it. And when I like something different, I'll let you know.
I'm just saying, when I like something, you ain't even gotta ask.
That's it. That's what I like.
Like, oh, you like this? You know I don't.
Right.
Cause I didn't reach for that. You reached for that.
Right.
I didn't,
Soccer on TV. You want to watch this a little bit? I don't want to watch it.
Soccer.
I don't even care. Like, so my point is, I'm saying sometimes that's a great thing, ladies, to just admit it. I don't like football. He'll be okay.
Right.
Just tell me I don't like basketball.
Just let me get
let me give you. And guys, you're the same way. If you don't want to watch a little garbage Lifetime show, Married in 90 Days, and marry a blind person and don't know him, or you know how it is, and I mean, so many stuff. Just tell the truth.
Right. My thing is, like I said, why?
And that's the risk, because it's truth, and it hurt people.
The thing that blows my mind is that the same lie for a person who, in a woman's eyes, is perceived to be a great guy is the same lie that she tells or perceives, or pretends to be a certain type of way with a dude that don't have any of those qualities or traits. So it's almost like, regardless of the quality of the person, you still are deciding to hold back. You might say, for the quality guy, I held back because I felt like that was too risky to tell him up front. I might lose my shot. With the guy that ain't quality, I didn't come out and tell him this just because why should I feel like I had to? It might not. And
I'm gonna tell you right now, ladies, right now, to me, I sound like Jeff, my boy. Now I can't let you ease up off Jeff now. Ease up off Jeff. What I'm saying though is that the real truth is most men, I'm gonna tell you right now, ladies, are more successful when you just be honest. I hate to tell y'all this. When a woman starts being honest with a guy, that's when the guy fall in love. You ask any man who married today, I ain't even asked Clarence this, but they'll tell you, hey man, she kept it real with me about she understanding my situation, my world, when she was just honest about me. Mm-hmm. Man, that's when he fall in love at. Man, I don't rock with her, man. Like because of how she gave me the truth about me in her world. That's the best thing going. And ladies, when a man scratches his head about you, I'm tell you right now, you're losing. So if the man scratches his head, that means he's wondering if you're a pretender. And guess what clears it up? Truth. The Bible says the truth will make you free. It'll free you up. Mm-hmm. Now he ain't got to guess what you feel, what you think. The truth will make you free. That's true, man. It'll make you free. Now you got to worry about, well, I wonder, he wonder what I'm thinking about. And oh my God, right now, you know so many men going crazy. He want to tell this, he want to talk about it, but he don't know how she going to respond. He don't know her. She's a pretender. Right. In the beginning, she said, I understand. I'm open. I'm understand. I'm cool like that. Just tell me the truth. I'm cool. It's the same video. Just tell me the truth. It ain't going to be nothing. Ain't nothing like, come on, I'm a big girl. Boom, kick in your face. Right. You know how many dudes right now say, I don't know if I should say nothing because she may trip. Mm-hmm. So he lies. You know why? Because pretend didn't work for her. It works. Yep. She loves him the most when he keeps pretending. Until one day, man, everybody, a good pretender, you catch him on guard. That's why man asks you. You can always tell when a woman or a man is pretending. You ask them a question they weren't expecting, and they ask the question back. What you talking about?
Why I wasn't at the house?
What you mean? What you mean? Well, what you mean?
Why I ain't pick up the phone?
No, where I'm at, where I'm going, where I'm at. Like you saying where am I at? Good. Listen, you always know I'm pretending in the room. Anytime somebody asks you a question and you respond with a question, hey, what you doing? What I'm doing? What you mean? What I'm doing? Like right this second? Because I was on my way to go to the cleaners and
Say, hey, where I'm at, where I'm at now, or you mean like where I was? Because I was just.
Of course, I'm in my car. Like I'm telling you, ladies, I'm telling you right now. You ask a man a question, he gave me another question. I was a king at it. Oh, what you doing on the phone? Who you on the phone with? What you talk about? You know what I'm talking about. Who are you on the phone with? I'm about to say, hey, what you mean, girl? Like, where you going? Oh no, Patricia, she's going she just gotta have she going through.
You want something?
like
I want to know where you going. Hey, what you talking about?
Lord Jesus.
So, guys, man, we appreciate y'all showing love, man, and hitting that comment section, man. Let me see. Tamika say at the end of the day, the fakeness will wear off, and you will have to show your true color. That's a fact. That's a fact. But we asking, Pastor Dozier saying, ladies, let's go ahead and jump the broom right off the bat. Let's come out with some truth and clear the air.
Yeah. That's true. I used to say, hey, man, she'll be honest with her husband. He never judged me. That's good. End of the day, fakeness wears off. You have to show your true colors, even if it's too late. And that's cool. And I was telling everybody, I just said to somebody, there's never a bad time to tell the truth. Never.
That's how you gonna know.
Never a bad time to tell the truth.
That's how you gonna know who you dealing with. Yeah. Tell them the truth and let them see how they bounce off that, how that bounce back.
Yeah. And if we did it more earlier, we'll save some of these times in relationship. We'll save some of the pain we go through, some of the heartbreak that children got to go through, especially if you got blended relationships. Kid done got close with them, cool with them. And here you are, got a new uncle, new man, a new sister. Then mama got a new friend. And you treating your children, and your children see you in a relationship, and you like cell phone service. You at T-Mobile now, you back with Metro, you back at Cricket, you going to try AT&T, and your kid never sees anything successful, and it's not good. All because people are too good at being a professional pretender. My truth to you is the truth gonna make you free. Now, I don't want to preach, but I don't believe you're gonna be truthful in a relationship with a person because you ain't got a true relationship with God. I'm through. I'm done.
Then we're gonna leave that right there.
Amen.
And come forward as we
lift your hands. Altar call.
So, guys, we appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Go ahead and hit that share button as well as stop by the website, man, relationshiphealing.co, man. That's my website, man. I'm proud of that, man. I want y'all to go sign up for my email list, man. I'm working on the training course right now to help women right now. So I need y'all to basically go ahead to that website, sign up for the email list in order to be able to get first access and a discounted rate to the training course. Once it's newly finished, and it's going to be about a couple weeks, and we're going to be right back at it, man. So thank y'all for the love and support. Pastor, you got anything you want to say?
Hey, man, y'all stay tuned, man. Y'all always know the Place TV, YouTube, and Place TV, man, Facebook. We're getting ready to do some different little things ourselves. Trying to do some things different for the 2021. I believe it's a year of recovery, so I'm going to be trying a lot of different things. Don't forget, man, y'all have subscribed to the Place TV. Y'all know what I think about it Thursdays. Thank y'all who always sending me these crazy videos. But definitely check it out. Again, that's YouTube at Place TV. Other than that, man, y'all stay prayed up. See y'all on the next run.
Yes, indeed. So, guys, man, next week we're going to have another great topic for y'all. We were talking about this. You said something again. I mean, listen, I get these topics. Y'all send topics in. Y'all can DM me. Y'all can send them to info@relationshiphealing.co if y'all got situations. We can read our raspberry letters,
right?
That we do from people that send in questions and situations they're going through. Next, what I want to talk about this attracting the truth thing we brought up tonight. So, attracting the truth. We're going to talk about that next week. Mail Translation Podcast. Y'all tune in 8 p.m. next Tuesday night. And, man, we're going to rock out again, man. So thank y'all for the love and support. Keep hitting that share button. Keep sharing the Mail Translations message. Keep liking the post and subscribing and just bringing on friends for the discussion base, the audience base to grow. And we'll see y'all again, man. Stay blessed, stay healthy, stay Rona free, and we out.
Right. Holla.